Look at that. A window. Amazing. Yeah. How are you? Just got back from our trip. Our journey. It was good. Friends, family, good
So
food.
the dimmer works on these,
Yep.
not this.
Doesn't it?
No.
It should do.
No, I just tried it.
Just try it again. I think it does. We got lights. Yeah. He's trying the lights in the house. I think you can see. Here she comes. Here she comes. Hello, Buttercup.
Okay, so,
Show Buttercup the
yes, I've got
floor.
my socks.
So, do they dim?
So this dimmer
Yeah.
is for outside.
Yes,
That dimmer is for inside.
I know that.
Well, you didn't tell me that. You said go try it again.
So
Because I said
you
to
went and
you-
turned these lights on and then used that dimmer to turn them down.
Because I asked you.
Are you feeling slightly foolish?
No,
Just
I'm
a
not
little
feeling
bit?
foolish because I said to you.
By the way, so Buttercup can see the floor. We had 2 coats have been put on the floor, and another coat will go on tomorrow. I don't know where you can see Buttercup over the camera.
Yeah, floor. Could see the floor.
But we have lights. She's going to do a ski across the floor. And we're hoping for a thunderstorm, but I think not.
Until the floor's completely done, I will not carry a cup of coffee through here.
No. Needs a couple of days to the resin to settle and
Doesn't
harden.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. I don't want to be in it.
You don't want to be in it.
No.
Fine. She just wants to totally ignore you, Buttercup. This one
No.
over here?
Put it out there on the scenery. No, you can't.
Try. That's what you want. Not much to see. Not much clouds to see either. Sorry, best I can do. So yeah, we have lights. We'll actually run through and turn them on a bit later and show them.
I've got the inside ones on.
But it's warm, it's probably about 32 degrees. I don't know what that is, 90. Where we went, which is my old town, is north of here, and it's always hotter north, but it's not. It's cooler there than here. But we caught up with some friends, some family, and watched grandkids play basketball. It's buffering a wee bit. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I reckon we'll plug the thing into the office. I think that will be central.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll have to look into that.
We'll get that extender organised. So we're going to get Emily to look at that.
Well, I'm thinking we'll plug it in the laundry. Should still, in the office should still be okay for the lounge, yeah?
Just that you've got the wall there. I'm thinking if it was in the kitchen area, it'd be better. But in the lounge here. I mean, Buttercup said just it's buffering a wee bit. As it comes and goes. Because we're at the furthest point away from the router at the moment.
Yeah, but we've said it before. And it's okay.
Turn the camera around to face the sky over there. Yeah, it was good. We stopped at the same place and saw the peacocks again. Don't think that's going to settle there. Sorry about that, Buttercup. How do you get to your wall? Oh well. No, it's good. It's always one of those strange phenomena. You'll drive somewhere, and it seems to take a while, and when you come back, it goes quickly. We left about 20 past 6 and got back here
20 past 11.
Yeah.
And
We stopped for quite a while. It was good, but we just missed out because, which is good because after about an hour, I checked the radar on where we had been, and they had hailstorms. So we missed that. That was a bonus. And it was heading this way, but then went inland. So somewhere in the desert, we're getting rain. We can actually sit out here at night time with the lights on.
Yes.
Quite extraordinary.
You know, I'll have to ask him about that. 'Cause
I'm
I
sure
don't
it's
remember.
temporary. I don't want that in there.
I don't remember any.
And I don't know why it's only got one light in there. I would have
Because
thought-
it's slightly smaller room than the other two.
But it's the same length.
Is it the same length?
4 metres. Both the second ensuite bedroom and the office are 4 metres long, or about 13 feet.
Well, I don't know. I can't answer that.
Oh well, we'll sort it out. He must be back here tomorrow, I guess. Well, she won't be here till Wednesday because of the fall, won't she? Yeah. To go down to Bunnings to put down a new head for the little Santa because I need to use the little one along the edge there bottom.
Oh, right. I forgot to find the receipt for that weather strip. I'll just change it myself. I'll look for that tomorrow
Well, isn't
morning.
he taking that in exchange for a storm one?
Yeah, he said he had a storm one, but you asked him was it a new or second hand. So if
Well,
I've
it's
got
new.
the receipt,
Wait until he gets back because I'm pretty sure he was just going to take the one we bought in exchange for the one he wants to put on.
yeah, he has one.
Mhm.
But what I want to know, if it's not new, I'd rather find my receipt.
I understand, but he said it was new.
Oh.
I think he wants to cover up the little chip that he did down the bottom, to be honest, but that still
No,
needs to be
that's on the
varnished.
outside.
Yeah, but that needs to be varnished or it'll warp.
Yeah, the weather strip goes on the inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, but the little clip that goes underneath covers the outside by a portion.
Oh.
Anyway, we'll sort it out. If I can hold it up and show you the possible storm we'll be having. And look, we got power out here. Got a fan running. I think it's going to drift this way. We won't get it. Which is a shame. It's a nice thunderstorm would be nice about now. It's Sunday everywhere, so I want to be at home, probably sleeping, not having to go to work. We ate pretty well while we were away, didn't we?
No, too much. It's like I want nothing today. Or for the rest of the week.
Yeah, the car went well, didn't it? Sat on about 70 mile an hour. Cruised. Hardly any traffic. Good thing about Sunday in Australia. Big trucks don't run. Didn't see many trucks at all, did we?
Going the other way.
Yeah, but not,
Maybe
not
two,
many.
3.
Yeah. During a normal week, there's probably 200 on the road.
But even when we drove up there, we were lucky. We had maybe 2 to 3 trucks that we
Yeah.
had to overtake.
Yep.
But sometimes, depending on what day you go, maybe a lot of them go a different way. They can't go the scenic route, can they?
No, they can't go along the coast, no.
That's good, but then you come across caravans.
See, if we come back that way today, you'd have had all the people out Sunday driving.
And
Would have-
caravans, people
would have
going
been
back
slow
and
as,
forth.
yeah. Good trip though. We did have a good look in West Swan Road with all the vineyards on the way back, Buttercup. And there's some just fantastic places, aren't there?
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
a lot
even,
of
do you want to tell them what you found today?
chocolate place.
She
I
found
have
a
to
chocolate
find
place,
that.
chocolate factory. So VMAC will probably come here.
It's, didn't realise how much was actually along that road. You know,
There's so many things.
it'd take you a
Few
couple of
days,
months.
or a few days of concentrated 8-hour shifts to see something. You just pick, I mean, we'll go online and find the popular places to go. There's mini golf courses. I don't mean putt-putts, I mean like
I
proper
mean-
greens, but only like 50 foot long.
That'd be cute.
Plenty of beer gardens, wineries. Looks like I'll be sitting there watching everyone else drink.
Well, actually, we can do, because they do wine tours along there, we'll do a wine tour one time, and then the rest of the places then we can just go to another time.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a big wine drinker.
No, but I think they probably said beer as
Yeah,
well.
well, there was beer gardens, remember?
Yeah. Well, they might have port or,
Oh, they have all sorts of wineries.
Yeah.
A lot of wineries make port. They fortify their own wine.
we're looking to the wine tour. I know there's a couple of different ones you can do. It's money enough for something to come.
I think most of it's inland though. That's okay. Next week it's nothing above 30, which is a big change.
I thought that was Geraldton.
Not here. It's indicating the end of summer. Not the end of the heat, but end of weeks of heat.
Maybe lost Buttercup.
I'm not sure.
I
Let's type something in and see if it works. Yep, you're there.
might have a phone call with a neighbour came or we'll take the dog out.
Oh, it's Sunday. It's a sleepy day.
Milk baby, so she won't come on.
Okay. So we need to go to the loo tomorrow. We have two choices. One, we can go at the front into the builder's toilet. Not sure about that.
I actually was going to go check that while it's still daylight.
And two, just go round to our daughter's round the corner,
Oh,
which is probably the option.
well, I'll have to ask her for a key.
But we'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to tell you this morning, when I got up early and had coffee at the front, massive tortoiseshell cat,
Huh?
just about that long. And I went, push, push. And he sort of stopped and looked out and thought, oh, I can't get up there. But I think it's probably the local cat. Really big.
Actually, having, we were having dinner last night, I think I saw a cat walking at the back part. Oh, there we go.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's good. She's feeling a lot better, actually.
Have you texted her?
Buttercup. No, well, even before I went away and was feeling better.
Yeah, but we haven't seen her for 3 days.
No, but she's been, so probably she would have told me.
Have we got a boy in the morning?
Yeah,
She said.
yeah.
Okay. Have we got crumpets?
I got to take some out of the freezer.
Ooh, better get the crumpets ready. My grandson likes crumpets for breakfast.
If Dad had nothing but hot days while we're gone and would have just vegged.
Yep, I imagine. Hopefully she bought herself some fruit. What have you been up to, Buttercup? What's your weekend been like? It's not finished for you yet, but it's coming to an end for us. Ooh, it's your birthday.
Oh.
Well, so, you know what happened to everyone one day, Buttercup? You have to turn 30 sometimes.
Yep.
Don't take it too badly. Not going. Why wouldn't you go? Actually, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 Korean restaurants in Perth, but not many, is there? It's mainly Cantonese, Chinese.
Oh, I forgot to tell Mel about the one we
Japanese.
went to.
About your what?
The one we went to. Well, that's not Korean, but Yamcha. I forgot to tell her.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
4 or 5 along
Oh,
that.
it's closed. That's why she can't go.
Yeah, I think she said that the other day.
I'll just buy some kimchi and get some pork loin. Sear it in the pan. Add a bit of honey soy. That's as close as you're going to get to a Korean restaurant by the sound of it. Yeah, Korean, it's mainly how they cook it. Koreans like barbecue, but they baste, marinate. They love pork. Koreans love pork. Hello, Tony. We just got back on a trip north.
69.
Weird, Tony. We went up to Geraldton, which, if you drew a line across the country, is sort of equal to the Gold Coast. is colder there than here by 7 or 8 degrees. Extraordinary. Yeah, we haven't had anything to eat since we've been home. Oh, you made a quick video for me, all right? I don't know how, can you just click on his name and save the video? They want to see it. Sorry, I've just made you all go into the dark.
It did.
Apologies for that.
Also for you, see, I did it 2 days ago. We hadn't actually been on.
No, but
we're going to channels because we were busy. You can have a look at it later.
just you subscribe to that. That way you can find it. Right. What's the title of the video?
For you, seeds.
Oh, cool. He knows I'm interested. It's about 90 odd degrees here, or 32, 33 degrees still. And a bit of rain would be nice, because it would cool it down a bit. I don't think we're getting it. Might see a lightning storm tonight. That's about the best we'll get out of it, I think. We haven't eaten a thing since we got home. Hey Jews, don't feel bad. Da 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 da.
Remember?
To donate when you can. Da 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 da. Make you feel better, better, better. Yeah, you've been, I think your summer's turned, mate. I think you're full on jumping into an early spring. The sky's changed colour here, which means, because I'm old, I notice the colour in the horizon and it changes. It's usually the angle of the sun, to be honest. And it's changed.
Very big over there. What's that?
That's a bit of the reflection of the setting sun. It's getting excited at a bit of a pink in the cloud. Don't know if you can see it. If I zoom in, you'll see it.
Yeah, because I can't see it on my thing.
There we go.
It doesn't really look pink through your camera. Look on the
Looks
chat.
gold, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks gold on the chat.
But it's pink. And that's normally 2 combinations, setting sun reflecting into moisture. So there's moisture in that cloud. But the sky is full of all wet stuff. It's just not willing to drop it. I hope it does. Even if we close this down, if it rains, we're going live with Rain Cam. Yeah, the East Coast had some phenomenal rain, actually. Flooding. There's a great show on tonight here. It's probably on already or played with you, Tony. It's about the rescue of wildlife, mainly koalas, but and how many people dug in and did the hard thing. All right, mate, you have a good one.
See you,
I'll be
Tony.
looking forward to that video. I shall definitely watch it. Well, I could strip off, but do I need to do a rain dance?
Eh,
Do you want to see the rain or the strip?
bye.
Buttercup, Buttercup,
Bye.
happy birthday to you. Piece of clothing. Happy birthday to you. Pair of undies.
How you don't wear undies?
Oh, okay. Shorts. Plenty of moisture up there, but it ain't letting go. It's dropping a bit over there, see over there?
Yeah, I saw that before. But that's not here.
Did you say send Buttercup a picture of the beds we're getting?
No, because you haven't given them to me yet.
Oh, that's probably why you haven't sent them. There's only one picture.
You can send them to her too.
Oh, I can do.
Yeah.
I'm hopeless like that.
Um,
So the unit could be mounted up in that corner.
what unit?
Aircon, you wouldn't even be in the way at all, but at the level of the top of the beam there. Mounted, straight facing that way then. That's a better option, I think. If you put it down here, it might be in the way. If you put it over there, you've got a huge run to get to there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see.
I get it, Buttercup, yeah. It will come to a culmination, the event we're talking about, without anyone having to do anything. It's one of those old sayings, it's just a matter of time.
Can't blame people though, I suppose.
Good old Johnny Cash song. You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time. You can run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God's gonna cut you down. Tell that long-tongued liar. Good song. I'm surprised someone hasn't done a video with that song. It's actually good how they're down low in there.
Yeah, well,
Especially if you've got the grandkids staying overnight, that's better than a
I'm
nightlight.
still having my two standing lights fixed.
Yeah, no. For sure. I don't think Buttercup could sit out here, you know, in this temperature. I mean, for us, it's like, it's okay.
What is poor buckets of ice on it?
Yeah,
Not coming in summer anyway.
no, shouldn't come in summer. I saw the video actually. He's suggesting gallstones, but I don't think there's any medical,
I'll have to watch that.
like, look at him. I think he's just thinking. Baby goes and gets it checked out. It's always better knowing.
So those handles stick out so far, but the rail of the sliding door would fit on the wood outside, but
Yes.
the handles are in the way.
No, they're not. I checked.
You did?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Because that'd be fine on the outside.
But the thing is, it wouldn't matter, because if you're going to open it up, a sliding screen across, the door would be open.
Oh, of course, it has to go on the inside.
Yeah, I'm with you, Buttercup. I don't know their system. I do know that if you're under a certain income in the US, there is something that can happen.
He did say that. He did say that he can use something, but he's reluctant to because he doesn't feel worthy. Do you remember that discussion we had? Adam, if you're listening, don't do it.
Just do it. Man, if you were feeling crook today, Buttercup, get in your car, go down to the doctor, sign a form. Thank you very much. How much money? Nothing. Mrs. Buttercup? All good.
From Mrs. Buttercup. That sounds funny. It's Ms. Buttercup.
Miss Buttercup Mysteries. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I mean, I know my operation, well, one of them, the main one with the gallbladder, would have been 10 grand. That's what it would have cost. But I've paid into the system through Medicare for, well, a long time, 50 years. So I'm not getting something for nothing. I pay for it each year. But it's like in Australia, if you're on a healthcare card, which means your income's low, whatever that is, whether you're on the dole or you just got low income, you get a healthcare card. You don't pay any more than $4 for any prescription. It's $4, even if it's like $500. It's just $4.
I think it might have gone up to $6.95.
Has it?
Yeah.
Do we know someone who's on the dole?
No, I'm talking because it's across the board for dole and pension people.
Pensioners get a different setup.
Mum was
as
on
well.
the pension was $6.95, so.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's better than like some of the medications are hundreds of dollars. But just at least go to a doctor and find out what's wrong. I don't know what going to a doctor would cost in the US, but I can't imagine it being too bad. Free in Wales, cool. They're free here for pensioners after they spend something like $500.
Yes, yeah.
They spend $500 on medications, and a lot of older people have lots of medications. After the first $500, you don't pay anything. You're going to turn the lights up.
Yeah, it's all
Right. Give me a second, I'll go and film you turning the lights up. See what's going to the dunny first. Then we can show you how bright the lights will be. Yeah, there must be something. It annoys me, as you know. A nation should look after its people's health. Healthy people work. People worrying about paying for medications or a doctor and don't go, stay sick. Let alone the anxiety, the worry all the time. It's crazy. American government has a lot to answer for when it ignores its people for health. So have you been doing a bit of walking with the dogs? But kookaburras are saying good night. All right, I have to film this apparently.
Why do you got to film me turning it on?
Because you're excited. Can you hear the kookaburras, Buttercup? Oh, I talked over him, sorry. All right, so she's got the lights on at the moment, on down there.
I turned them on here.
Turn these up bright. There's the puppy dog. Here we go. Ooh, there you go. It's going to be bright, and there's more lights to go down the other end yet. It's good. And you want to turn these on, do you? Righto, here we go. Nothing at the moment. On they come. You want to turn them up as bright as they'll go? Whoa. My goodness, it's daytime. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, when the summer breaks, they're more consistent, aren't they? During the winter in particular. They'll come right up. They'll sit on this wall for sure. Let there be light. I was just thinking when the grandkids stay, if you turn those, actually maybe the kitchen ones when they go in,
Yes.
we'll use that as a nightlight for them.
Oh, we'll see. They've got night lights as well. It'll be fine. In their room, it doesn't matter. In that second bedroom, the toilet anyway.
When it cools down this week, I'm going to stain the outside of the doors. But I need to get that sander to do the bottom beam where all the plaster and crap's behind.
Yeah, or inside.
Well, I won't do inside till later in the week.
Oh, yeah, way later.
But I'll do this on the outside now that I know what tone it's going to be.
Put a sheet down when you do inside.
Oh yeah, I'm actually going to use the thin boards. Put them right up.
Yeah, I might take them outside first and dust them down. They've got dust on them.
That's right, just dust them off out here. It'll all be good. So we'll get the outside done. And then probably the end of this coming week, I'll do the inside with boards and sheets. I think it's got warmer.
Maybe a
Bit more humid, I think.
yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, I mean, it's still raw now. There's no walls painted. The ceilings out here aren't painted. The windows aren't painted. But what will set it off is the furniture. That'll make the big difference. And of course, the kitchen being installed. And then, of course, we've got to get countertops. We might ask at Bunnings if they've got another supplier yet.
Yeah, they said they were going to. That's what I've been waiting for. Them first.
Yeah, the impact in Australia is quite large, Buttercup. My old town that I went to, it's the biggest rock lobster industry in the world, and I'm not exaggerating. It's 10 times bigger than anything else around the world, and it's at a standstill because no one from China is buying any crayfish.
Yeah, but that's sort of what confuses me. We're not the ones who's got the worst case, and we're not half the country down like them.
But you need to understand, a lot of these lobsters we sell to China are eaten in restaurants. Most of the Chinese people are in quarantine, so they're not going out to restaurants.
Right. Well, maybe it'll bring the prices down in Australia then.
Well, I can get one for nothing.
I don't like them, but I'm just saying. I mean, that was Mum's
Yeah, they're
favourite.
nothing special. I've eaten them nearly all my life and I just don't want to eat anymore.
Mum loved lobster. But you're talking like 60 to whatever dollars for depending on the size of the lobster.
I can get them for nothing.
Yeah, well, not everybody can.
But they don't really interest me. Give me some prawns any day. Yum. What'll happen, Buttercup, is when people go to the supermarket and they notice a few things not available and the shelves are just filled out with lines next to it, you know what I mean? And then there'll be shelves in the future that there's nothing on. Definitely toilet paper. Stock up on toilet paper.
The other thing, I'm just thinking, you'll probably be fine with it, but really it's bright, the light in the toilet, a bit too bright.
That's okay. You're not living in there.
Change the globe.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I've held back from buying what I normally buy with spices because I buy in bulk. I buy half kilo.
Yeah, we want the kitchen done, eh?
Yeah, get that
So what
finished.
containers you want?
I'll probably only use 20, 30 spices, tops. And they're good for a couple of years. After that, they go a bit stale, but we have good containers for them. Jars. And then, of course, I've got to get a printer to print the labels on them, don't I? I've got a printer. What if that, yes, we have, that Dymo fit to a laptop?
Oh,
That's a thought. But that's in the shed somewhere, isn't it?
yeah.
I don't even want to bother at the moment. You won't need shaving blades. Buttercup, why do you need shaving blades? Are you trying to tell us something?
Huh.
I'm shipping some Coronas to Elkis, and they're not beer. I think it'll be coming to a town near everyone shortly. I just listened earlier to a report in South Korea. It went from 8 people 4 days ago, and now it's 400. 400 from 5 in 3 days. And the most alarming report I read, and this is by Chinese doctors, is that they have people, and I spoke about this before, Buttercup, about people carrying the virus. There's a man who was cleared, but everyone around him, since he went home, 27 days later, contracted the virus from him. So the incubation period is a lot longer than 2 weeks, and that's the quarantine people have been put under and sent home. What if some of them can carry for 27 days?
That? Really? How'd that find?
Well, the scientists, they trace back people who were contracting it to a guy who didn't show any, he's got no symptoms. He's not sick, but he has the virus. So he's a carrier. But that's 27 days later, he went back and everyone started getting the virus and falling ill. He never fell ill, but they tested him just in case, and he now has the virus, but he's not sick.
And so he has to be quarantined now for then 21 days?
I think they'll study him for one reason. How long can he be a carrier for?
Well, usually you're a carrier forever.
I really don't think anything's going to stop it, Buttercup. I think this is going to run its course, and I think they will eventually declare in the next couple of weeks a pandemic. They can't do it. They have to. It's in 36 countries now. It's popping up everywhere, and the biggest alarm is some areas haven't had anyone from China go there. So it's very easily spread. It's not controlled now. And imagine, like I say, getting into countries like Indonesia, India, Africa. They don't have medical facilities for quarantine, so it'll just spread like wildfire. I think this will unfold as a very tragic event. In time, there'll be a vaccine, but in time is the key words. AIDS don't kill millions, Jojo. It's a bit of a myth.
No, well, it did.
Acquired immune deficiency syndrome is actually more survivable than hepatitis C, which is quite alarming. It's true. Even though AIDS has its fluctuation as in numbers, very few people die from it now.
Yeah, now, but it did when it first came out. A lot died more than what they probably told you.
I think most of the last 50 to 60 years, the viruses we're seeing are not coming from animals at all. I think it's all these dickheads manufacturing bioweapons. And we know they do it.
But it can spread pretty quick through animals because of what people eat in different countries. Affect the animal, you'll affect apes.
Well, yeah, I mean, collusion, things like maybe suppressing Hong Kong activists could have been one reason, Buttercup. But I'm still waiting for them to come out and say, well, how come no Anglo-Saxons are dying, but only Chinese? That doesn't make any sense to me. We had 200 people at Christmas Island, 32 were confirmed with the virus. They're all gone home now, but those 32 were all Chinese descent, even though they're Chinese Australian. My point being is that it doesn't seem to affect Anglo-Saxons. It's the rice. I never even thought about that, Jojo.
Rice. Well, shouldn't laugh. Anything's possible these days, isn't it?
Well, it's everywhere now. It's in Italy. The South Korean thing's just exploded. 400 now. You can keep multiplying these numbers. It seems genetically it targets Chinese. Very strange.
That's one reason why I wouldn't let you book a holiday yet. It's not, it's getting, I said before, it was more the fact of travelling with people you don't know where they've been. Now it's getting to the point,
well, the other
no matter
thing,
what country you go to.
Well, the other thing, a lot of airplanes might fly, say, to Australia.
Yeah.
And then you'll hop on it and fly to, say, Canada. But where's that plane been?
That's what I'm saying. But it's that was my point. But now it's also getting part. Doesn't matter what country you go to.
They're still installing 5G everywhere. I don't see the tie into that myself. High frequencies, yeah, maybe, but let's be honest. In Wuhan, I don't think a lot of people would have 5G.
But then again, third world countries seem to have more high tech than middle class people, you know.
I mean, because it's spread all around the globe, there's certainly areas that don't have 5G that are contracting the virus. But I'm still confused why we're only hearing of Chinese-related deaths when there's 2 Australians that were on board this Diamond Princess, confirmed to have the virus weeks ago. They're home now. This is about 5 weeks later. I just wonder whether they're going to keep testing these people. Like they've released, they're not showing any signs of being ill, but are they carrying the virus? Certainly, it economically is going to be devastating for many countries, particularly China. Let's be honest. At the moment, I read that the Chinese people are being encouraged to take all their leave, holiday leave, but they don't get a lot of holidays. I spoke to a Chinese guy once and he says, like America, we might get 2 weeks leave. So they'll all run out very quickly. Anyway, this is the peak of any normal virus right now. What I mean by that is normally 6 weeks after a virus it peaks. No, you'd be mistaken. We don't do any fundraising here at all. Mind you, I could do with a new BMW, Jojo. Start a fundraiser for me, and I don't want a bloody BMW with the ashtray full. I've already got one of them, that's why I need another one. Voter package that was out to another set of criminals. Really? I have the best advice for people that want to raise funds. I want you all to get your pen out. It's very simple. It's a 3-letter word. Job. Best fundraiser I've ever known in my life. Jojo, would you agree? Encourage people to do fundraising by using the 3-letter word job. Simple, I know. Maybe beyond most people's grasp, but it really is simple.
Obviously they heard you singing before, did they?
Who?
Tribe.
I don't know. I like playing around with songs, and I have one for this current situation, and it's all tongue-in-cheek. Still working on the lyrics, but it sort of goes, I've been the Tuckers before it closed down. We've watched the fat man continue to bam, and there sits Rosie with another can. We still call the Boyd home. Anyway, tongue-in-cheek, of course. See, there's two things that I'm happy to do, and Jojo does, is to lend a helping hand and certainly give money to worthy causes. That's not an issue. No problem. Never will be. I have a great deal of problem between the differential of the word need and greed, because it is a distinguishing line for me. Those in need, no problem. Those in greed, kiss my butt.
Still nothing in the sky.
Can I have a photo, please? Thank you very much.
Yep, Jojo. You've got to remember, Buttercup has a, what do you call yourself, Buttercup? A dry sense of humour?
I like to refer to as wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked funny.
You do too.
Yes,
Sex does as well.
Caught up with some friends.
Sarcasm, that's the word she used.
Yeah, sort some friends I've known for 40 years. We were having dinner and the lady came in very well dressed. And my mate came in very well dressed. And I sat there in my t-shirts and shorts. And I said, I'm really disappointed in you guys. We grew up in the 70s and I came replicating it in clothing tonight. But you guys have joined the uppies. What's the story? That's my sort of sense of humour. They laughed. But of all the turmoil that's going on, and I did speak to Buttercup nearly 2 weeks ago about this, is that I believe it will have a residual good effect, because people will be very cautious about giving money.
Oh, I saw lightning.
Right?
In that pink cloud.
Oh no.
Sorry, interrupting you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Excitement.
So I think it will have that effect, which is great. So people give out of emotive reasons, which is the main reason. Sometimes there's a mob mentality. $5, $10, $20. Yes.
Yes.
There's not many funnies, is there?
There
Buttercup?
used to be, you know, Buttercup, there used to be a lot of humorous things that was tongue-in-cheek, or you could laugh at yourself if somebody did something, eh?
Well, most of the channels that I no longer visit are just acrimonious. It's all anger, hatred, and I'm better than you, and who can be the biggest narcissist? I'm the biggest narcissist. No, you're not, I am. Really? But you're right, humour is devoid, and certainly very little conscience is involved. Again, reference back to 3-letter word, job, and the 2 words distinguished by need and greed. Will it fall on deaf ears? Yeah, it will. There'll be still the greedy people out there. doing a different angle. You know what I mean? Different angle, yeah.
Yep. It's not just YouTube, Dave. It's greedy people in the real world. It's just easier to, well, you see it more because it's online. They're making themselves more public.
I think you're right in many aspects. Even a narcissist gets worried, Jojo, when the plan of their narcissism comes tumbling down. They always revert to attacking, without question. It's always somebody else's fault. Like, I could run a book and say, how long before the chubby, morbidly obese man in a van leaves his current abode will he turn to rage? I'm thinking within hours.
I'll give him a day.
No, hours. And what would that show? Well, he can be as nice as he has to be while he has to be. And when he doesn't have to be. And there's no money, honey. And I think this current calamity, if you like, will work against him. I need money for my new tooth. I need money to see my mother, who I've not bothered seeing for a year. But I need money now. Why aren't you people donating? Righto, here comes the rage video. Followed by the tear video. You can't see my tears, but they're there. We've all seen it before. One thing about narcissists is they don't normally change their modus operandum. They just vary it slightly. But like I say, this current calamity may be working against them, which I, of course, will applaud. So you saw one streak of lightning.
And another one just came.
Two.
Yep. Alright, see you, Jojo.
Have a good day, mate. Make sure the money comes rolling in, which I'm sure it will. Yeah, that one as well, Buttercup. Show the love. Light me up like a firecracker. It'll make you feel good. Of course, if you don't give me money, I'll go to some obscure scripture and sort of metaphorically destroy the actual scripture, but twist it to my advantage. Would you let a man go hungry? Man, have you seen the size of yourself? You wouldn't go hungry for 3 years.
Oh, God.
It's a floating storage tank. I always find it amusing when people say, oh, I've lost weight. Have you? Yeah, lost weight. And then you don't see them for a year. And they say, oh, I've lost weight. And you double the size, mate. Yeah, but recently I've lost weight. Another year passes. And I'll say, have you lost more weight? Yeah, I'm always losing weight. Look at me. And I'm thinking, I can hardly see your feet or hands because you've turned into a human blimp. I think you've got to stop losing weight, mate, because you're getting so big. I think so, Buttercup. It's that self-delusion, though, as well. When most people look in the mirror and think, oh, geez, I'm getting a bit chunky. They see it.
Yeah.
When a narcissist walks in front of a mirror, they just look at their eyebrows and go, yeah, it's so damn good.
I felt like that today, this weekend. I felt chunky.
Well, you can probably count that. I know eventually I'm going to lose my hair. It has to happen. But I'm okay with that. But he's losing hair at such a rapid rate. I would give it a year, and the bald patch will be the forehead.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's just me. Everybody's got their own opinion. But wasn't big bald patch on the back of the head getting bigger? Don't have long hair.
Well,
Have
mate,
short
hang
hair.
on, hang on. Someone should suggest a very large comb over.
Just don't do it. Just go with it and cut your hair, short hair. Nothing. It's just my
What
opinion.
my hair needs now is growth, sweet growth.
Bald patch here on the
That's
back
the
of the
only
head.
thing. There's
Just,
so little of.
just cut your hair. If you get a bald patch, you're cutting your hair.
I don't care.
No bloody comb over.
But having a self-delusion of grandeur every time you wake up must be good, I suppose, in one way, because you don't see reality. But reality catches up with you, whether you want it to or not.
I mean, like the people that have the sideburns, bit of hair, but bald everywhere else, that looks alright.
People are just what they are. You just accept what you are. You don't pretend otherwise.
That cloud's going lower. I just saw the lightning through that tree there.
Well, you could check the radar and see if we're going to get anything, and we could make the excitement grow. And I'm looking at it. We've got a cloud that has passed us.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not that
No.
exciting. Yeah, I have, Buttercup. But generally, really big people wear big clothing. Yeah, I mean, might have been Tent City. He got his t-shirts from, I'm not sure. But like I say, I will glance every now and then. I remember I didn't watch for about 6 months, and I went back to, geez, he's doubled in size. But he was using the words, oh, I've lost weight. I lost 15 pounds. I'm thinking, well, okay, you lost 15 pounds, but you put on 150. How does that work out? It's very sad, actually. I mean, his health must be on the precipice of some disaster. Looking at the clouds is not going to make them come, you know that, don't you?
No, the pressure's going away.
Yeah, I can see a star trying to poke through the clouds, so that's...
There's 2 stars there now. 3 stars. 4.
Oh,
All clearer now.
Oh, well. Getting a little peckish without being hungry. I might have beans on toast.
Okay.
Something extraordinarily difficult to make.
Careful when we wash up in the laundry. You don't
Yeah, I know what you mean, Buttercup. I mean, in many ways, a man in the van is childlike, adolescent, impetuous, and self-delusion. But other people with a much higher sense of intelligence do it deliberately. Yep,
gets
no, that's fine. I know what you're referencing to, but
yeah. Some subjects just
That's
sort of hit home, don't they? Like annoying.
good song for some of these people. True colours shining through. I see your true colours.
Yeah, but don't sing the rest of it.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Another song by Blondie would cover some of these people, Buttercup. Heart of Glass. Soon as it turns out, Heart of Glass.
See that cloud's come so low now, down behind those
We
trees.
got a little cloud.
Just saw the lightning.
Gonna have a little nibble. Beans on toast, and I'll have a shower. And I'll probably sleep well.
I need to run up to have a shower.
Nice having that fan ticking over.
Okay.
So it's nice having that fan ticking over.
Let's move it against the wall when we finish tonight. In
Yeah,
the hopes of the rain.
I'll just put it behind my chair.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'll just turn it off. There's no power to it.
Yeah.
And I'll get one mounted on the wall later on. Wind just changed.
Yes.
Did you notice that?
Yes, because the fan tells you that.
We are going to get something. Batten down the hatches, Buttercup. Swab the deck.
Didn't sleep that good, but partly because of the pillows. Hey, the bed was alright.
I slept pretty good for plane coming in there.
Yeah.
I slept pretty good for about 6 hours last night because I went to bed pretty early.
Yeah.
9, I think, or 10. I woke up about 5, maybe a bit earlier. Of course, I'll have to get up early when Buttercup stays there. Bacon and eggs, fancy cut tomatoes grilled. Probably not black pudding because you won't like that. You, not Buttercup. Mushrooms, a little glass of orange juice, nice cup of tea. Gently knock on the door.
You might want poached eggs and
Breakfast, Mum.
you might want soft eggs and
Yeah.
salt juice.
Oh, you could do that as well.
Oh, I feel lighting further up now.
It might come later on. I hope so.
Go and have a quick shower. Because that's the place that comes. I don't like
No.
showering in storms.
Good morning, Mum. Breakfast. Nice tray put on the bed. Does Mum require me to massage the toes first thing in the morning, or would you prefer just to eat first?
I'm going to go have a quick shower.
Right, I'm coming in too after this, Siggy.
Well, you have to give Buttercup a kiss for me. You can do it. Pass the kiss on.
Right,
Right.
forcing me.
Yes.
Yum. Sounds yum, yum. She's off to have a shower. Maybe I'll take the camera in the shower. She'll go, ah! Right, I've got to move the fan first. That all right? I'll put it over there. That'll be good. And I've actually got to take my thongs, flip-flops off because I've got to walk on this floor in socks. Turn off the backlight. That's how bright it gets out there. See that, Buttercup? You can see how bright it is. That's where we had it, but I shall turn that off. That turns off that as well, so it's a dual purpose. Now, so in here it's just a nice ambient light. Check that out, my goodness, be blinded. Turn that off. Oh, now it's spooky. Night had fallen. Okay, going into the old house now. There you go, you can say goodnight to Buttercup.
Night. get in the shower.
Dum, dum, dum. All right, it's night from us, and it's good night for me, and we'll catch you another time. If it gets like a tremendous thunderstorm,
Yes, then we'll be back.
right, we'll be back, but I doubt it. Have a good day.